Good afternoon and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and holy crap, I have over 1,000 subscribers. Wow. 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 Thank you. Thank you all. That's, wow. That's really cool. I got no quips or anything to say about that. That's just really awesome. I didn't expect it. And I appreciate all of you, all 1,000 of you, 1,004 of you, actually. I appreciate all 1,004 of you for subscribing to my channel and for helping me achieve the goal. Thank you so much. It's really cool. All right. Well, thanks being said, today's More Than Meets the Eye episode is about Assembly Square bag number 5. Yep, bag number 5. Now, in Assembly Square, that's the Lego Creator Building, best known for its bags. It's complicated bags. See, bag number 1 gave us everything tiled on the 42 studs by 32 stud plate. Uh, it's a little plate and a big plate added together, but everything was tiled, and except for little bitty areas in the back. And that was bag number 1. And also, bag number 1 gave us the bakery and the flower shop. And no, that was bag number 2. Is it? No. Bag number 1 gave us the bakery and the flower shop. Bag number 2 gave us the cafe and some of the stuff in the front. We've already talked about those. And then bag number 3, we discussed bag number 3. I forgot what bag number 3 did. Because bag number 4 we talked about yesterday was the L shape. Bag number 5 is this. Oh. Okay, now I got it. All right, bag number 1 was the tiles. Bag number 2 was the bakery and parts of the flower shop. Bag number 3 was the cafe and the rest of the flower shop. And then bag number 4 was the L dentist office that we covered a couple of days ago. And now bag number 5 is the music store and the dance studio. And they're the little tower building off to the side of the main big L complex that the rest of the buildings are. They're just this big L. And honestly, many people have done really just a terrible job of explaining it in such a way that a blind guy could figure it out. Like, I literally spent years thinking that Assembly Square was going to be two separate buildings in the sense that I could, because they kept saying two separate buildings, like the pet shop. Like, oh, okay, like the pet shop. So I could pull away my building that has the dance studio and the music thing in it and unclip it from the rest of the structure, and then I just have this little separate building that floats around. That's pretty cool. And I was imagining some sort of apartment like they had in the pet shop. That's what I was imagining in my head, and I was like, that doesn't make sense with everything they said. And that's another reason why I made this channel, because sometimes people, they don't mean to, and it's not their fault. Okay, I'm not accusing people of doing something malicious here. It's just sighted people pointing at things they see and saying, "Look at that," and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that to us blind people, when a sighted person does that, we don't understand what's going on. Look at what? Are you pointing somewhere? What's going on? That's kind of what it is. And so those videos help out a lot for the sighted, and they help me out a lot too. But at the end of the day, they don't help me as much as they help the sighted, because the descriptors used in those videos are very limited. They're more on look at this, look at that kind of descriptors. And that's cool and that works for them, but it doesn't work for me. And that's a reason why I made this channel, so that I can describe things better. I can take the time to actually go in depth, and that way, if if you're listening to on the phone or watching on the phone, you have vision. You flip your phone upside down and walk away from it. Sit on the couch and just listen to it. You'll be able to understand what I'm talking about. At least that's my hope. Now, I'm human, so I'm not perfect, but I do my best to make sure that you can understand what in the world I'm talking about whenever I talk about this. And so for today's video, we're going to be talking about bag number 5, which two of my friends helped me build, Redman and Seawalk. They helped me build this, and that was really nice of them. So I would like to talk about the entire structure, but hmm, let's discuss everything, and then we're going to break it down and talk about individual floors in the roof and stuff. So first off, this thing's got it's got the similar window structure that we had in the apartment building from the pet shop. The second floor window has this weird little structure where it's a little bitty window, and then two of these like two brick tall pieces that have a slit cut into the side, like they're missing a huge chunk of the brick. I don't know what those are called, little wall segments or something. There's got to be a word for those. I've learned all sorts of words, but I've actually never come across a word for the piece that it's usually two. It's usually two long, one deep, and two bricks high, three bricks high, or four bricks high, and it can also go up to 4 bricks long. I've seen them as big as four. They have this weird cut in them, so they don't flush with other bricks around them. There's just this gappage going on, and they took that window from the apartment building in the pet shop, and they just said, "What if we just do it? But we do it all the way. We just everything." So, like for instance, pet shop down here, not pet shop. This place, the music store has one, and then it has two, and then it has there's three, and then there's four. Like they just was like, oh, well, we'll put four down, and then up here they got three. So this thing came with 7 of these windows. These unique windows from the apartment building, from the pet shop. They just decided we'll do it 7 times. And though I really liked that style window, I think it's kind of cool. I don't like the fact that they always make, they give us this arch and we don't get anything in the arch. The arch is empty. You can put your finger through there, and I don't like it. I don't know, something about it messes with me. So I happen to have a huge collection of Harry Potter doors. I don't know how I got them. They were just in one of the bags that one of the huge bins that I've acquired over my life of playing with Lego and stuff. And I have an obscene number of Harry Potter doors, more like 10, but 10 is kind of an obscene number of Harry Potter doors. So I've been dismantling the little screens that come in those doors. They have those little screen because the door has that fun little arch in it. And I've been taking the screens out and actually putting them in these archways. I did it with the pet shop, and its stuff. The 3 arches that are in the pet shop on on the third story, the loft area, and the one that's in the apartment. I tried to fill them with these little screens. I need to get more of these little screens. I love these little screens, and I found it a little annoying that the assembly square did not come with these little screens that you could pop into these arches. The arches were just left empty, and it just didn't look right. And I'm like, you can get owls in there and stuff. Like, look, there's an owl even chilling on top of the building here. And you don't want that owl flying into your home or your workplace, or flying in while you're practicing ballet. It's just not going to work out for you. So I put the screens in place, and I didn't have enough screens though. So coming over here to the big old golden spider web that I got with the Marvel Avengers 2023 Advent calendar, came with this big gold spiderweb piece. And I went, what am I going to use this big giant gold spiderweb piece for? Oh, I'm turning Assembly Square into kind of just the place I put all the Marvel characters. So let's Marvel it up with a giant golden spiderweb to cover up that other window that I wasn't able to fill in. And that's why there's a giant golden spiderweb there. It's just kind of symbolizing the fact that this has become a Marvel property. Yes, the Marvel teams have gone together and purchased the Assembly Square from the old lady that ran the flower shop, and the strange little baker dude, and the guy who owns the cafe. But the guy who owns the cafe doesn't care. In my mind, the guy who owns the cafe in this Assembly Square is also the dude who owns the cafe corner, and he doesn't mind giving up the second location. Just don't take his cafe corner. So let's talk about what's going on here up the roof. We can kind of turn it a little bit towards you. I think that'll be okay. So the roof is really neat. So it's rectangular. And it's not very wide either. We've got a width of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 studs wide. wait, 16 studs wide. Yeah, it's pretty wild. That is the size of one of those. It's a thin plate, and this thing fits entirely on one of those. So up here at the top, we've got this fun little glass door in the back. It's got the rigid glass, which I was thinking whenever I came across this door, I was like, oh, there's going to be a shower stall or something, because this door is totally, for a shower stall. But no, it's a door that allows for the people to climb up the stairs there, which is pretty cool. That's a neat way of doing it. And that door shuts very easily. But interestingly enough, this door is not like normal doors. Normal doors, just kind of open and shut. This one, it's ratcheted, so it doesn't really hang out in the middle. You can get it to hang out in the middle because the ratchet's very soft. But if you push it too hard, and it's not going to do it because of me, because I'm recording. Yeah, but if you, it feels like it just kind of plops around. It's very odd that it's like that. But when you open it, it doesn't want to shut. Like this guy is open. So that's another good thing about it. And that's a really nice door to have for the roof. If you want it to stay open, it can stay open. Now up here on the roof, I have the mother and baby that came with this set. They, of course, looking at this fun owl that's hanging out on the skylight. And before they could do anything else, and I just dropped Starlord here. Wait, are you Starlord? Yeah, you are. Hey. Whiplash seems to have taken out Starlord. And I have Whiplash here, looking at, about to attack the kid, and Starlord's flying in, like, oh my god, what the hell's going on here? He's about to take out Whiplash. She's like, hey, don't you mess with a baby. So I got that little scene going on here on the roof. I've got Mr. Knight falling off of a. Actually tried to set him up. Looks like he just straight up fell from the top of the roof, and he's trying to save himself because Mr. Knight is clumsy. So that's the exterior. We got some really, the windows things. There's not the brick texture that we got in the other build, but there is a fun texture between these areas, and they did a neat thing to get this texture, and we're going to talk about it. So let's remove the dance studio in the roof, and we'll talk about the music shop, and then we'll put the dance studio back on, and we'll talk about it. So I'll move the dance studio over here, slide it in place so it's carefully taken care of. There we go. I do like the fact that there's a balcony up there. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. So in here, we've got the music studio. Currently, it is just populated. We've got Tony Stark in his Iron Man armor playing with the drums. We've got that weird little alien that's the sister of Starlord from the movies. She's trying to buy a guitar. She's looking around to purchase it. We've got Marty McFly from Back to the Future. He's in there getting his guitar because he's got to go play at a dance to save his parents' marriage. So I've got all little characters in here. Let's see, did I cover everybody? Yeah, I covered everybody. It's just it's a neat little area. I do like the music studio. It comes with a fun, it comes with a saxophone. Never got a saxophone before. Love the fact I now have a Lego saxophone. And this is going to go great with the diner because the diner has a music recording studio on the top. So I could take out some of these instruments and put them in that little recording studio with somebody. I got my friend Redmond to build the drum set on its own 6x4 plate so that I can actually, and we're going to try it here on this video and make sure I did it right. First off, we got to get Tony out of here. Come on, Tony. That is okay. And next, we've got to grab this thing up. And if we did it right, now it should just peel up off the floor. Oh, nuts! Something broke. What broke? Pull it out. Okay, what fell? Knocked somebody else over. Everybody's falling. Okay, so there's that. Okay, that's the snare drum. The snare drum fell. Let's put the snare drum back. Okay. Anything else fell other than a couple of characters? So we can put that character back. Yeah, there she is, holding her guitar. She's from the Guardians of the Galaxy Advent Calendar that just came out in 2022. I found it on sale for $40, and I used an Amazon gift card I got for Christmas to get it. Because I was putting up Christmas stuff, and I wanted more Christmas stuff to put away. So that worked out pretty well. And I went ahead and put down some plates, some modified tile plates in here. They are the 2x2 with a stud in the center, so that this drum set could just be peeled up off the floor. I did not like the fact that the drum set was going to be built directly on the floor. And I'm like, but what if I want to pull it out and set it up like a little concert or something? And now I can. And this drum set's really nice. This drum set's one of the best parts about it. It's a little more complicated than the one that came with Animal, and that's you want the one. If you really want to truly give Animal his best drum set, then you have to get Assembly Square and Animal, because then Animal can sit behind this and just go wild like an animal. Oh, where's my Tony? This puts Tony back hanging out with the drums. Sadly, missed opportunity at this set. You got a music store here, but we did not get drumsticks. Why didn't we get drumsticks? I don't know, but we did not get drumsticks. We could have had a little bin for drumsticks. It would have been nice. There we go. Now he's back in his little spot. So let's go ahead and lower this down in here. And it's big, so it's a little difficult to get back in there without breaking something. Now we gotta pin it to its little mountings brackets. There it goes. Hey, no, pin to your mounting bracket. Thank you. Okay, you're not doing it. That's a bad drum set. Bad drum set. Go to your home. Your home. Drum set. No. No. Nuts. Okay, so that broke off, and what in the world? Oh, she fell again. We're just gonna put her on the stairs. Yeah, she's just gonna go on the stairs. Do I have anybody on the stairs right now? No. Okay, cool. We just set her over here. She's out of the way. She's climbing the stairs. She's gonna go check out the dance studio. Whatever. Let's put this back. Okay, so where did the snare go? All right, there it is, right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna set you back over here. I don't know why this one keeps falling. It does not like hanging out there with everybody else. Okay, now we got a little room in here, moving that character away, and now we just need to get this to stay in one place. There we go. I'm using the bass drum, the big round one at the bottom, to do it. And what did I knock over this time? Oh, the snare again. Oh my god. Come here, snare. That's a bad snare. Oh. Ah, nuts. Snare. Oh, whatever. I'll fix it later, I think. No, I can get it now. I just got to pull away this, and then I'll have enough room to actually get in there and put this guy down. Right? Yeah, right there. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. It's Tony. Tony's arms are too big. Tony, you're screwing the drum set up. You get out of there. You're drunk, Tony. Lay down. Oh, and now the spiderweb fell off. It's Lego. Things fall off for me all the time. There. The snare's back in place. Now let's put the... there we go. We got the little metal tingy thing back in place. I can't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head. Now, can we put him back in there? But he can just chill there. We're not going to actually try to stamp him into place. Ah! Crap. That didn't mean to happen. Now something else fell inside here. So to get the, you know what, this is a great time to talk about it, because I basically talked about everything in here. There's, on the back wall of this, the wall that would be facing another building, not the wall with the windows, there's a acoustic guitar and an electric guitar hanging up on the wall, and not really much else. For a music studio, this has got very limited instruments, and they could have added a couple more. There's the music studio guy, and the cash register in here as well, and it's pretty nice, decent. There's a little area for you to set things on beside the cash register, which is pretty cool. And let's pill that. Pardon me. So, and that's the music studio, and it's pretty cool. To get the web put where it was, I took a couple of round bricks and one of those grabber claws that has the pole on the end. Looks like a Lego hand, except it's thicker. It's like the robotic version of a Lego hand. Anyway, I used that to grasp the pole that's on the end of this spider web, and then I took a modified 1x2 tile and I put it down here. Okay, so modified 1x2 tile is missing. No, it's not. Oh, okay, it wasn't a modified 1x2 tiles. Just simply put it right there on that stud in the middle of the flower bed there, and then rotated it just slightly. There it goes. Covers that window nicely. Okay, so other than that, there's not really much more to talk about this music studio. It's really nice. It's got some stairs coming over here. Let's go ahead and put her better. She can do these stairs. Yeah, you can accomplish these stairs. There we go. So that's the staircase here, and the rest of the music studio, very, very nice. Let's lower you just a stair down because your little antennas are sticking up. All right, let's go ahead and set this off over here to the side. Let's put it there. Yeah. Let's set it all the way over here for now. Oh, before I do, that was the thing I wanted to talk about with it, is it's got these really fun 1x1 tiles that are rounded on one side. Like one whole side of the square is rounded, and that gives you this really fun texture that they put all the way around the building. Really cool texture. I do love it. It's fun for the fingers. Now, let's talk about the dance studio. And the dance studio is not going to take long. It's actually kind of small for a dance studio. It does have a killer balcony, though. So we've already talked about the roof, kind of. It's got a nice little roof overhang. You got that nice little area. There's a roof window. Wow, I just totally spaced on the name for the window in a roof. Skylight. Good grief. Weird when you randomly space on a name. But yeah, this actually roof has two skylights. One for the staircase and one for the dance studio. So we'll set the skylights off over here. Just slide that a bit and set that down. Now let's talk about the dance studio. So we got Mr. Knight falling through, of course, and there's a nice glass door in this dance studio for the balcony. The balcony is actually very tiny. It's a super tiny balcony. But I do like how they shaved off the corner of the building to make this tiny balcony. And then while you're doing the dance studio, you can always open the balcony door and let the fresh air come in. And maybe somebody will accidentally pirouette into the glass door. That would really hurt. So in here, we've got the the big old mirror that runs across the back wall of this dance studio. Very nicely done. Very similar to the mirror in that was in the detective's office for the barber shop. We've got a ballerina girl. She came with a little ballerina skirt, like we got with Fairy Batman. And if y'all never got Fairy Batman, I recommend it. I really want to pick one up for myself. My roommate got one, and I love it. And she has a top bun hair. It's really nice. She's got some nice hair. She's got nice pieces. She's a fun little ballerina, and she's just kind of doing her thing, ballerinaing. And also, I have Hawkeye's girl companion from the Hawkeye show. She's studying in the dance studio as well, so that she can get better at fighting and being more versatile in combat. Though she should, trim her hair, because long hair is never good for combat. Your opponent can always grab that hair, and then where are you? Unless, of course, you grease it. And then they just don't grab anything because it slips through their fingers. Let's put her back in here. There it goes. And there's this room is just a big flat area. And I've got the bow for Cassandra, I want to say. I don't think her name is Cassandra. I cannot remember. Cassidy? No. Whatever her name is, the girl that Hawkeye trains, I have her bow in here. And on the piano, which, by the way, the piano is excellent. I love this piano. And I wish I had thought to put this piano on a build like I did with the drums. But my friend Seawall was building, and Seawall builds fast. Like before I blinked and it was done. I was like, good God, man. I was going to tell you to put the piano on a piece. Oh, well, you should have mentioned that. Oops. So I have the piano here. I took I got one of the Lego apples, and I put some sticky tack under it. And I set it on top of the piano, so it's just kind of hanging out there on top of the piano. And I have the David Capaldi Doctor Who with his, I think this is his screwdriver, but it may just be a dart. So he's just playing the piano for the dance studio, because they're like, that's something David Capaldi doctor would do, is just sit down and play the piano for somebody. On the staircase, I've got a cat, and I've got a maybe I moved it. I did have on this thing. Oh, there he is. It's a little Ant-Man hanging out on the staircase. Oh, shoot. Where'd it go? Oh, there he is. Come here. Okay. Yeah, I got the little Ant-Man with the Giant Man set. So the little collectible minifigure Giant Man, or no, Goliath. That's the word. That's the term for him, Goliath. So I got myself a little bitty Ant-Man and Nano figure, and I put him on the stairs, like he's creeping on the ballerinas. There was a cat in here. I don't know what happened to it, but I had the cat stationed on the staircase, like it was looking at him, like, oh, look, a snack. Somewhere else in the assembly square, I have a nano figure of Nano Captain America, or I don't know if you can tell the difference these nano figures, but I have a Nano Ant-Man and a Nano Captain America jumping out of the flowers in front of the flower shop, and there's a cat underneath them ready to pounce. So this is a really fun build. It's really nice, kind of small for a dance studio, but overall, it's got some good length to it. It's got some good width to it, and it's got a lot of windows. This is a very bright set. It looks really nice. All of this set came together perfectly well, and I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of the review of bag number 5. I did have Cream the cat in here, but Cream is sleeping on my floor again. Ah, don't you claw my foot. Don't you claw my foot. He doesn't feel like jumping on the table today. Oh well. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you're wondering about the music, one of my commenters said that I had, Modest Mussorgsky may have been a little, just a little too depressing for my channel. So I'm going with Joseph Hindel, maybe it's Hindel, Heindel, something like that. I found him because I was just like, give me classical composers who are known for positivity, and his name came up. I'm like, all right, shoot, I'll go for it. So, new musical artist today. Once again, a classical composer who's over 100 years in the ground, but still nice music. Got to remember him for that, right? Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and thank you all again for all the help and support you've given me over these past 3 years. And thank you for helping me achieve 1,000 subscribers. Couldn't have done it without you. Until next time, bye-bye for now.